Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What an exciting topic we have today. A story to defy other stories. Who told you that footballers must be coming from poor families only? If you've ever been thinking like me before, today you'll be challenged and you'll see that footballers might come from rich families too. I mean great footballers. Great footballers who've been dominating the stage of the international football. Today we have the top 7 footballers born in rich families. As according to Pass Sports Nigeria. We frequently hear tales of footballers who clawed their way out of poverty with their rags to riches, stories resonating deeply. However, the narrative is not always so straightforward. While many footballing legends did indeed rise from humble beginnings, a surprising number of elite players enjoyed the comfort and advantages of affluent families. Pass Sports Nigeria highlights 7 past and present football players with privileged backgrounds. Number 7. Gerard Piqué. Former Barcelona and Spain defender Gerard Piqué enjoyed a childhood far removed from struggles faced by many aspiring footballers. Born into a prominent Catalan family, Piqué's father, Joan, was a successful lawyer and a businessman, while his mother, Montserrat, held the esteemed position of director at a spinal injury hospital in Barcelona. Adding to the family's deep connection to the footballing world, Piqué's grandfather, Amador Bernabeu, served as the former vice president of FC Barcelona. Growing up in Catalonia, Piqué experienced a comfortable existence, attending the prestigious La Salle Bonanova School and later studying business administration, even obtaining a master's degree from Harvard University in 2017. While his family's affluence is well documented, it is important to note that the former centre-back's privileged background never acted as a barrier to his ambition of becoming a professional footballer. The fact that he pursued higher education, including a degree from Harvard, suggests that he had opportunities and options beyond the realm of professional sports, potentially indicating less financial pressure to rely solely on football for his livelihood. Number 6. Andrea Pirlo. Andrea Pirlo, the midfield maestro renowned for his elegance and vision, also enjoyed a privileged upbringing in Italy. His father, Luigi, established a highly successful steel company in Brescia in 1982, a venture in which Andrea himself retains a stake. Long before he graced the pitches of Serie A and the international stage, Pirlo's family name was already well known in Brescia due to the prominence of their business. In fact, Pirlo owned a vineyard near his hometown as early as 2007, a year after Italy's World Cup triumph, highlighting his comfortable financial situation. Reflecting on his background, Pirlo once said, "I never talk about money." A statement perhaps justified by his relatively untroubled upbringing, facilitated by his father's prosperous metal trading company. The consistent mention of his family's wealth originating from the thriving steel business firmly establishes Pirlo's place on this list. Number 5. Hugo Lloris. Hugo Lloris also hails from a well-to-do family in Nice, France. His mother Marie was a successful lawyer and his father Luc worked as an investment banker based in Monte Carlo. The World Cup winning former captain of France and Tottenham Hotspur enjoyed what has been described as a lavish upbringing, indicative of his family's financial comfort. Born into an upper-class family, his childhood included privileges such as daily tennis lessons before he eventually dedicated himself to football. The fact that both of Lloris' parents were accomplished professionals in their respective fields clearly points to a family with substantial financial resources. His upbringing is consistently characterized as upper class and privileged across various reports. Number 4. Mario Götze. Before etching his name into footballing history with the winning goal in the 2014 World Cup final, Mario Götze also benefited from a comfortable family background. His father, Jürgen Götze, is a highly respected professor specializing in technology and engineering, currently working at Dortmund University of Technology. Notably, Professor Götze previously held a research position at the prestigious Yale University in the United States during 1990s. Due to his father's profession, the Götze family even spent some time living in Texas during Mario's childhood. His father's distinguished career in academia, marked by his professorship and research work at renowned institutions like Yale, suggests a stable and intellectually stimulating environment for Götze growing up. It has even been suggested that his father's connections and influence within the Dortmund area might have played a part in Mario's successful progression through the Borussia Dortmund youth ranks. Number 3. Gianluca Vialli. The late Gianluca Vialli lived a life of considerable privilege from his early years. He was the son of a self-made millionaire and spent his childhood in the opulent Castello di Belgiojoso in Cremona, a sprawling estate boasting an astonishing 60 rooms. Wow! Vialli grew up comfortably with his 4 sisters, all thanks to his father's substantial wealth. Even after achieving fame and fortune in football, Vialli continued to use the family castle as an occasional holiday retreat. His mother once matter-of-factly stated, "We are bourgeois, that's what we are," further highlighting their affluent social standing. Growing up within the confines of a 60-room castle undeniably signifies an extraordinary level of wealth, a far cry from the typical upbringing of most footballers. Being the offspring of a self-made millionaire meant Vialli was born into a position of significant advantage. His family's self-proclaimed bourgeois status reinforces the narrative of a privileged background and a life of comfort. Number 2. Kaká. Kaká, the Ballon d'Or winning Brazilian midfielder, presents an interesting case as he defied the common stereotype of Brazilian footballing greats emerging from poverty. Unlike many of his compatriots who faced significant financial hardships in their youth, Kaká came from a financially secure family. His father, Bosco Isaacson Pereira Leite, was a civil engineer, and his mother, Simone dos Santos, worked as a teacher. By Brazilian standards, Kaká grew up in a wealthy household, which allowed him to focus on both his education and his footballing aspirations simultaneously. He even attended a reputable private school in São Paulo. The fact that Kaká's upbringing was markedly different from the typical impoverished background of many Brazilian footballers highlights a different pathway to success in the sport. His parents' professions as an engineer and teacher suggest a stable middle to upper middle class environment, providing a solid foundation of his development. His ability to dedicate time to schooling and football indicates a supportive and resourced upbringing, where he was not solely reliant on football as an escape from poverty. Number 1. Robin van Persie. While Robin van Persie starred for Arsenal and Manchester United, the former forward also enjoyed a comfortable childhood thanks to his artistic family. His father Bob is a successful sculptor, while his mother Jose Ras is a talented painter and a jewelry designer. Van Persie himself stated that he was raised liberally in a household filled with artistic expression. Growing up in Rotterdam, he benefited from the advantages of a wealthy family deeply involved in the arts. Coming from a family of accomplished artists suggests that Van Persie experienced a culturally rich and financially stable upbringing. His parents' active support throughout his footballing journey indicates a stable and encouraging family environment where he was free to pursue his passion. The description of his upbringing as a liberal hints at a privileged background that allowed him the freedom to explore his interests and develop his talents without the immediate pressures of financial necessity. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. Do not forget to subscribe, share, like, and of course, giving your ideas through the comment section. See you next time. Be blessed. Bye-bye.